guys, we're super excited to be here at the LA Fit Expo. It's our third year in a row. And what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be launching a tasty pastry. It's a low-carb Pop-Tart. It's got 3 to 4 grams of net carbs. And we love this show. This is our best place to be in LA.
Welcome back to Legendary Foods Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is Friday, March 12th, 2021. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. Happy Friday, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us once again. And we've got another great show lined up for you today, starting with the big news from the Olympia Committee. Mark this date down on your calendar, September 12th, because that's the official date for IFBB athletes to qualify for this year's Olympia. Now, with that having been said, the announcement came out early in March, and it tells me that they believe the date for this year's Olympia now is set in stone. And that is the expectation for them not to have to cancel any shows down the road. So this is it. The season is here. We had our first show last weekend, and it looks like bodybuilding will be back and better than ever in 2021. I know we're a little late on this, but at UFC 259 last weekend, reigning and defending two-time champion Amanda Nunes gave Megan Anderson one of the worst first-round ass-kickings I've ever seen. So hey, Dana White, if you're looking for someone to line up for Amanda's next fight, how about floating some interest in Sheila Bleck's direction? Earlier this week, Sheila decided to hop on camera and show off her skills on the speed bag, and I have to say that she didn't look too bad. In fact, she looked great. Pound for pound, she's probably one of the toughest women I know, and she always keeps herself in great shape, and apparently her stand-up game isn't too bad either. So if the price is right, who knows? Maybe she'd consider stepping into the octagon. Gonna throw this out there. I know it's early and the season just started less than a week ago, but I think this is going to be a big year in men's physique. I don't have any specific reason other than it feeling like we're due for some change. But when that change happens, I wouldn't be surprised if Jeremy Potvin ends up being a big part of it. He's coming off the best Olympia performance of his career. He's having another big time off season, and I think he's the perfect person to run it back again in October. This could be the start of an era of change in men's physique, and Jeremy might be the next in line to become one of the change makers. Don't ask me why, but for some reason I decided to get way too deep into the US-Soviet relations during the Cold War. And one of the most fascinating things about this whole time period was the arms race between both countries and the whole concept of mutually assured destruction. Here's another fascinating thing. Mutually assured destruction also happens to be Regan Grimes' entire training philosophy right now. I don't know what's in the water up there in Canada, but between Regan, Ian Valliere, and Quinton Aria, it feels like every bodybuilder north of the US border is locked into their own personal arms race. And once we start getting deeper into the season, it won't take long before we figure out whose weapons are capable of doing the most damage. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions, and make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.